Happy Tuesday, Pod Piggies. We are back. We are bigger and better than ever before. Are you excited?
Back for season 4 with a big fat bang.
Woo! We have a new studio, new team, and a whole fresh new look. I cannot actually cope with what we're sat in right now. Can you, Zoe?
No, I can't. It's actually better than my humble abode at home.
Same. I said to the guys, this is going to be my new second home. I simply can't wait.
I just think we'll be here all the time.
And as you can probably tell, if you're watching us on YouTube, we're now having our full videos. So you can watch our lovely little faces. I'm looking at you right now.
I know it's a very professional setup, and I'm actually quite stressed at being videoed for that period of time.
A long period of time,
Like
all angles as well.
Yeah, I know. I'm sitting like I'm a statue because I want to look quite attractive.
We've ensured that we're both on our better sides. Although we did have a little run through and look at us back, and it was quite hideous. But, you know, we're going to go with this.
I just feel like it's got to the point that people see us in real life now. There's no point pretending I'm a supermodel when I'm not.
You absolutely are.
I'm 5'3" and I've got a really round face. Do you know what I mean? So it can only get so good.
And we've got so much to catch you up on.
So much.
Like we do deeply apologise for how long it's taken us to come back, but we thought we would come back day before Valentine's, Galentine's, give the girlies what they want.
Give you a bit of love from us, you know.
And the boysies. We can't forget the boysies.
We do have some boysies.
We do have some boysies. So yeah, we apologise for the delay, but we had a fantastic Christmas, New Year. Talking about it just gives us the ick.
No point. It's over. It's been gone.
Done.
We're
boring.
closer to the next one than we are the past one, you know.
Live shows are a success. Maybe we've got more things coming up.
Maybe we do. Maybe we don't.
Maybe we don't. So with our new gorgeous setup, you will definitely be seeing more TikToks, Instagram clips. You're going to be sick of seeing our faces every single week.
Just a bit more like behind the scenes shite that no one really asks for, but we'll give you anyway.
Absolutely. We cannot wait. So we hope you missed us, and we're going to be in for a ride for season 4. We've got so much to come, exciting guests. Just can't wait, Sos.
Some events, perhaps. And can people let us know if they like our studio setup as much as us?
Zoe, I don't understand how you could not love it. It's just simply perfect. We're sat on these, how would you say it?
Buckley
sofas from Sterling Home.
Nice armchairs.
And we do actually have some footstools as well, but maybe we'll put them into another episode. And a whole sofa that our manager Becky is sat on right now. Can you get a oi oi? So yeah, we've got a new management as well, everybody. The lovely Becky. We are now signed to Thread Talent.
Very professional.
And we will definitely introduce you to our new production team, but maybe we'll save that for side dish.
Leaving the goss for side dish. Speaking of side dish, we do have to give you an update. It's going forever, kid on. I just had to tease you, you know. We're basically going to be introducing a Patreon service. Is that what you'd call it? A subscription?
Yep, big time.
However,
what we're going to call them? Patreon piggies.
Patreon pod piggies. The 3 Ps. PPP. It's like when you get that phone call because you've not actually crashed your car, but you think you have. What's that called? Is that not
PCP?
No, it's not.
Oh.
Anyway, yeah, so we're going to be offering this new service, and included in that will be the side dish bonus episodes.
Yeah. So you're going to get
4 a month.
Yep.
Full video of that.
Yep.
Monthly specials, for example, some maybe like vlog style content
Q&As,
from us.
anything that you want to see. Really.
Q&As, an active group chat, which we will be in.
Definitely. We love a group chat.
We love a group. See, when there's a new group chat everyone's birthday, can we not just use the ones from previous?
Yeah.
That really bothers me.
That stresses me out.
But people leave them.
I'm going to be putting the piggies in the archive if they carry on. Like it can't annoy me. So it needs to be popping off and good goss going on.
Good banter, good gossip, good chat. No like moaning and groaning.
Nope.
We're not here for that.
Nope.
I mean, that's quite savage, but you know what we're like.
Moaning and groaning.
Well, like moaning about things, is that not what you say? Moaning and groaning? It's not.
I don't know.
Stop making it sexual when it's not. There's nothing sexual about that. Absolutely nothing.
No.
And exclusive early access to
Yep.
tickets for events that we may be doing, and discount codes, links to things.
We're going to try our best to get as many discount codes as possible.
Yeah.
And we've been having a little look around, and we wanted to make sure that with the cost of living crisis, that we wanted to make sure that this was the most affordable, probably the best one you're ever going to get price-wise. It's going to be less than a coffee a month. And in return, this is going to be like a natural progression for our podcast.
Yeah.
A lot of people do it, and it's a way to get better guests on. It's enabled us to have an incredible new studio, provide you with all this wonderful video footage. And we just want it to keep growing and getting naturally better. And with that and your guys' support, which we really appreciate, that's the only way we can move forward and get some amazing people on and get you amazing discount codes and put on amazing events as well.
Because I'm telling you right now, with this new self-employed life 7 months later, I keep saying it's new.
Yeah.
I'm not paying for this myself.
No, Zoe.
I'm just
You
letting you
can't
all
do
know
it.
that. It's fair and square.
We've worked for free for 2 years. It can't happen anymore.
Exhaustion takes over.
No, we're kidding.
Life.
We're kidding. Anyway, speaking of
Events.
yes, what we're doing? What we're doing now?
There's just so much to update you on. I'm actually overwhelmed myself.
Yeah.
So I hope you're still here and listening to this.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, we are going to be doing an event in March, more details to follow, with one of our favourite places to go in Glasgow for dinner. Ghost. And we would like you to come join us, basically.
Yeah.
It's going to be, we'll give you,
piss up.
yeah, it's going to be boozy. We'll give you a small insight. It's like boozy brunch vibes.
Yep. Paddy's weekend as well.
Yep, and it's St. Paddy's weekend, so you know what that means. Carnage, I would say. Anyway, to get access to this, we will be given
access.
first access.
Yes.
We will be given to our Patreon pigs.
Yeah.
So if that's not encouragement, I don't know what is. So it's at limited numbers, which is why we've chosen to do it this way. So if we see you there, we'll see you there.
Very limited numbers. And
Very exciting.
yeah, we need to decide really what we're going to do and what you're going to eat. But we've got so many wonderful ideas up our sleeve, and we can't wait to see you again.
Absolutely. We'll need to get... We're wearing costumes this time because I can't go through the outfit stress ever again. It's too
Costumes?
much. We'll need to get costumes so that we don't need to look for outfits.
Okay. Interesting.
Do you know what I think?
Yeah, I'm up for that. I'm up for anything. You know me. Sorry, guys, I've got a bit of a battered back at the moment. Trying to feel like an old lady.
We've got like an invalid here.
Right.
Anyway,
What's been a lot on your plate?
first of all, we've got our first bit and swallow of the season. Just bringing this box in.
We cannot drink any of this on our beautiful cream sofa.
It is stressing me out slightly, but let's open this.
Ooh, show the camera, please.
A mashup from Nonna Said.
Also, guys, can we just say that our main episode is now on YouTube, so you don't have to be a Patreon member to see what we are seeing right now. So get on YouTube and see this. Well, we've actually put loads of things in a box right now, so it's a...
Yeah, because we wanted to try a bit of everything that we got. So what we got was a margarita, obviously you can't not, right? You need to please
You
everyone.
can't beat it.
You can't beat it. Salt and chili chicken pizza.
Ooh.
Lasagna pizza.
Stop it.
Fried...
These were my
Pickles.
choice. Fried pickles, guys.
Try one of them.
Can I bite into the mic?
Food porn.
Oh, you fucker. Oh my God, that is so good.
And do you know what else we just had to get, which I've tried already, so you need to try it?
What?
The cheesy smiley faces.
Yeah, I didn't try that a minute ago.
On you go then, sister.
All right, hen. Let's get right into the business. And then
I'm going to try the salt and chili
me and Zoe
chicken
actually
pizza.
tried to put headphones on a minute ago. And if anyone doesn't know why people podcast wear headphones, it's so you can actually hear what you sound like on a microphone. And we understand why you now get triggered by the... What's that one you're using there?
Salt and chili pizza is unreal. I like a Chinese pizza.
Smiley faces, you can't beat them, can you? What do you call them? Kunzel dinners. Why can't I say that?
Kunzel.
Kunzel. Kunzel dinners.
A Kunzel dinner.
I just call it a beige dinner.
I think you need to try the salt and chili chicken one, please.
What is this one? Mm-hmm. I mean... Oh my God!
I think that's great.
Did you guys try this? Yeah. I'm sorry, there's about 5 red chilies on there.
Spicy.
Guys, simply gorgeous. Nana said, get yourself there. That's really good.
We'll go back to that later. Would you care for a napkin?
Thank you. It's really gorgeous. Right.
My mouth's full, I can't talk, sorry.
I'll talk.
You tell me what's been a lot on your plate, physically first.
Oh my God, guys. So this is one of those things, me and Zoe were discussing, like, what the hell do we tell you guys what we've eaten? Because it's been a few months. So we thought we'd do like a standout thing that I've been to. And recently, well, actually the weekend after the live shows, I went to London with a few friends and I booked LPM, which is a restaurant in Mayfair. Very posh. I was a little bit apprehensive. You know what I've said about white tablecloth restaurants? I thought, I can't be arsed with them. They're a bit too intense, you know? But I'd heard great things. And it's French and it's not really the type of cuisine that I would probably choose. Anyway, went there. There is snails on the menu, ratatouille, creme brulee, dauphinoise potatoes. And when I say it was one of the best meals, and surprisingly not as expensive as I thought, considering it's French and in Mayfair, was honestly one of the best and tastiest meals I've had in a long, long time. I know there's one in Dubai as well. But yeah, if I recommend a really nice restaurant to go to, that's a bit of a treat. Definitely check out LPM because it was beautiful.
Is it actually called LPM or is it a name?
Couldn't tell you. I don't know if it must be short for something, but letters LPM. Truly bloody gorgeous. So that was my standout. And then I was actually thinking of somewhere in Glasgow, and I think we might have mentioned them before, but Kudos in Finniston, brunch place. Went recently. Guys, the acai bowl is unbeaten. And I swear to God, it was even better than the first time I had it. Service is amazing. The people there are gorgeous. The offerings on the brunch menu are amazing. I think I said last time that it wasn't the best place I'd went for brunch, but the acai bowl was great. And I still continue just to have the acai bowl. But the other options that were coming out, I don't know, it just looked so flipping good.
Yeah, I need to try that.
Yeah, you should. So yeah, that was my 2 recommendations.
Lovely.
And emotionally, Jesus, guys, like there's been a lot going on. Not all fun stuff, I'm not going to lie. There's been quite a lot of things going on in our lives, isn't there? But
Absolutely.
Lots of change. And we can probably discuss it more in future episodes. But there's been some sad news, some good news. There's been some changes at home. But, you know, we're getting there. We move through it, through life. And all these things happen for a reason, don't they? And it's... new things are happening.
It's character building.
Exactly. But yeah, we can definitely talk about that in the future. We wanted this episode to be a bit
positive. All positive vibes over here.
What about you?
Fucking hell, right.
Here we go.
Physically, I would say a standout item of edibles that I have enjoyed recently is the corn ribs from Kapow. I had them just before Christmas and I just can't stop thinking about them. And it's the sauce that's on them. I mean, I love sweet corn anyway.
It's like a peanutty sauce, isn't it?
Well, this was like a lime and
coconut.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
But they were unreal.
Yeah, they're amazing. Have you not had them before then?
Well, I know we've been a couple of times, but I don't think, the menu sometimes changes.
I feel like the corn ribs have been a staple though.
They maybe have, but I must have never had them before.
Amazing.
But I was quite blown away by them.
Yeah.
So I would say that's probably physically. Emotionally, I'm just absolute drunt with work.
You are. By the way, I've had so many people keep messaging me like, is Zoe available to do the social media?
And I'm like, yeah, no problem at all.
I know, you've too much.
No time in the day.
You need an assistant.
I know I do.
So if anyone out there wants to work for Zozo, maybe don't flood her inbox, please.
Good fucking luck to you if you do. That's all I'm saying.
No, but I genuinely do think you need
Forget all that shit I said that time about being impatient
Yeah.
intolerant and all those negatives. I can actually be
you put
quite a good
everyone off.
time. I know no one will ever want to work with me ever again.
No, I do think you should, Zoe. Definitely.
I think just, a wee part-time assistance would, like, I don't mean assistant as in, like, go get my coffee. I mean, like, help me.
Yeah.
Help me, I'm poor, do you know what I mean?
This was always going to be the natural progression. Like, you're good at your job and you've got some amazing brands and people on your books, if you like. So it's always going to happen. Clientele. But I just think, you need some help with that, don't you? So
Yeah,
you're
I
not
just
stressing
feel
out,
we've
you're
been
not-
quiet on the podcast front, but everything else, Jesus
Well, that's what I
Christ.
mean. Now we're back and better than ever. You're going to be crazy.
Carissa, can't keep up.
I always say this to people. I still remember, obviously, when you'd come and do a podcast at 7 p.m. every freaking Tuesday after
That
the
was
shift.
that was absolutely tragic when you think back.
I know.
And I just can't believe people still listen
They
after
were-
that period of time.
Good times, guys.
I was exhausted, but I actually think I'm more exhausted now. But we were away there and we were laughing about all of us just saying that, does everyone just CBA doing anything in life?
Yeah, we were saying this weekend, like,
Nobody can be arsed anymore.
it's just a big shift in everyone that just can't be fucked. Like, if you actually read mine and Zoe's chat, all we say to each other is, what now? Or, I can't be fucking
Just like
arsed.
CBA and capital letters to everything. It's like,
This
can you
morning,
do this?
Neither of
CBA?
us could be asked to get dressed. She was like, what are you wearing? I was like, don't know, can't be asked. I'm like, she's like, what do you mean? I just can't be asked to get dressed. Like, neither of us. But we're not about that. New year, new us.
I feel we have started on a high, I would say.
Oh, yeah,
I
guys.
feel our routine's been better. We're into our fitness, which we'll speak about more because Jess, obviously, that's her personality trait now. It's all I hear, see, breathe. It's exhausting. And I just think we're absolutely slay.
We do slay the day. So, guys, I'm a fitness queen now. If you hadn't heard or seen on TikTok and Instagram. And what we were pissing ourselves at is the amount of times we've moaned that we're fat, unable.
Just
Incapable.
quickly, before we go into the positives of this, still fat, however, carry on.
Still fat and shattered. But we are actually doing the things we said. And when I said it on the podcast, it was where I said, it was a bonus, wasn't it? A side dish episode. And I said, that is it. I'm sick of saying it. I want to have performance goals. And if you guys remember, because actually, I've not told a lot of you pod piggies, but I did High Rocks. If you went to the live show, you would have known. But it was the week after the live show, wasn't it? Or the week before, weekend before.
Oh, it was the weekend
In
before.
Sweden. Guys, it was hell on earth. It was really fucking hard. Richard made it a complete and utter competition with another couple at the same time, and it was really tough. However, I did it, and for some reason, I decided to then book it again.
Why not, hey?
Just 2 weeks ago in Manchester, and we decided to book women's pro doubles, which is the same boring chat, but the same weights as the one I did with Richard, so it's heavy as fuck, right? Anyway, I did it, and since November the 1st, I have been a consistent fitness queen, and I have been seeing performance goals. I completed a High Rocks for a start, booked another one, booked a half marathon, which I think the pod piggies already know that. So that's in like 4 weeks' time, in Inverness. God bless
You've got a
Inverness.
broken back at the moment, so that's perfect.
Broken back this morning. I've got numerous 5K PBs by doing part run, and I just feel so much better. Like, the fact that I'm no longer striving for this aesthetic weight loss that I've been trying to achieve for 33 years and it's never happened. I think just using that shift in my mindset of saying I'm actually going to work out for my mind, for my health, and I'm actually going to try and achieve some goals that are realistic in sense of, right, I'm going to try and beat 20 seconds off this time. Whatever.
Yeah.
Something that I've never, ever even been bothered to look at or consider. Richard, in the meantime, has also started a track session up at Ravenscraig, and he does that every Monday and Thursday.
Thursdays.
And he's now got like 50, 60 members in the group chat. So any pod piggies that want to join, you are more than welcome to come along. Message Richard for details. But he does track sessions, which really helps us improve our running, our general fitness. Zoe comes along as well. She's been to a few, hated every second of it. But
I absolutely can't stand it, but I'm trying my best.
we ran 7K together.
We did, and it was hell.
But how good did you feel after you did it?
Yeah, good, but like good apart from the fact I could hardly fucking breathe. Because this is the thing, we're starting at a hard time of year.
Yeah.
Let's put that out there. The first one, it was actually icy.
Yeah,
Like,
it
it was
was.
ice cold. So I'm quite a wheezy, breathless person at the best of times. So I ran 3 steps and was like,
You were easy.
so that didn't help.
And I ran with her the whole time, can I say? Didn't
You
leave
did
the
the
side.
7K, yeah, the other day we ran together, which was helpful because the mind's not there for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, look, let's just be honest about it. I'm 6 years behind Jess. I'm still doing it for aesthetics.
Yeah.
I've not got to that like mature mind yet. I just want to be a skinny bitch.
Yeah.
I don't care how I become a skinny bitch. I just want to be one. So there's that. However, I'm trying to change that best I can.
Yeah.
We're not there
I'm trying
yet.
to drill it into her head, but she's not having it.
Because I know it comes hand in hand, absolutely, but
I've definitely...
just a
the trousers
training.
are feeling looser, for sure.
loosey-goosey.
But do you know the problem is when you're training for this High Rocks, because I know a lot of the pod pickers listen to this. High Rocks Glasgow's in 3 weeks, and I feel like every motherfucker is doing it. That's into like fitness, and it's going to be intense. And I do feel like you have to eat so much food to do this style of training because
fuel the
it's
body.
just. Well, it's basically a runner's workout for a start, and it's just very intense stuff in between the 8K. And for you to actually perform better, you just need to eat carbs, which is fantastic for me because I bloody love a carb. But I just think that in that sense that, yeah, I'm definitely losing the weight, but it's just taking a little bit longer, which is fine for me.
Good on you, Hen, absolutely.
Yeah. So that's the update on the fitness front. So if anyone does want to join, come along. Might see Zozo wheezing along with us, but you're getting better.
I mean, baby steps.
And that's another thing as well, I will say. You know when people say to you constantly, like, you see it on TikTok, so everyone's into running at the minute, aren't they, on TikTok? And they say things like, consistency is key, it gets easier. And I'm like, does it fuck? I've never been like, no, it doesn't. And I've probably ran like 2 5Ks in my whole entire life. I'm like, no, it doesn't. But I can hand on heart tell you now, I ran... I don't know, what was it the other day? 11K? Something
tragic,
ridiculous.
yeah.
And I thought, no way will I be able to do that. And I was absolutely fine. And I think I am actually getting fitter. I never
I
did
do
think that
think
would
you
happen.
definitely get to a point in running and you feel the most fucked you're going to feel. So it's quite, you can kind of keep going just at that fucked feeling, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
By that. Mm-hmm. Anyway, I feel like my biggest life change, and this is a really severe one, and everyone should tune in right this second for this.
I know, here we go.
I now read.
So,
Can you believe it? I have read 2.5 books this year. More I've ever read in my whole entire
you
lifetime.
read 2 in January, didn't you? Yeah.
I read 2 in like the first 3 weeks of January, which I just think is a huge achievement.
Right, tell
for
us what you read
a
then.
person like me. Anyway, I read the first one was 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. Which
Best book in the world.
helped because I started on a severe high. So I just wanted to know. I mean, spoiler alert, right? I needed to know the connection between the writer and Evelyn.
Yeah.
So I had to keep reading that to find out because it was doing my tits in.
And can I just say, you will never guess. Like, no one reading that book.
No, you would never
I'm pretty
guess.
certain there's nobody that read that book that would have
knew
known
that.
the answer. No way.
Not a single person.
No.
Then I read Verity,
Great book.
which I think's a close contender. I think Verity actually might be better. I'm not sure.
No, I disagree.
But
Strongly disagree.
It was, if it's not the same, it's 1 point apart.
I think the thing with Verity, right, again, spoiler alert, I feel like I kind of knew what the outcome was going to be. I wasn't that shocked. I was like, okay, you've been gearing us up for that to be the ending anyway.
But that was the first plot. That was the first
But
twist.
then there was another twist.
But then there was a second twist.
So there was.
However, I don't know if that was necessary.
Yeah.
But I still really enjoyed the book. Like, I think I read that one quicker than the first one.
I think Colleen Hoover?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like her books are quite an easy read, aren't they?
Yeah.
A bit for the beginners.
Yeah,
Like us.
beginner level, like easy read, yeah. But now I'm reading, I can't remember.
Girl
what I'm reading.
Upstairs or something? Family Upstairs?
Girls Who Disappeared, or Disappeared Girls, or
There's loads of books like that in there.
something like that. I don't know. But I'm not finding myself reaching for that. Do you know what I mean? It's on my bedside and I kind of give it the side eye and then I think, fuck it, TikTok's better. So I think I need to get another book because I don't think that one's doing it for me. And I don't want to lose my interest on the
You
reading
should try and
front.
keep it up. Some books are harder to get into.
No, I won't not finish it because I just can't do that. Like, see if I put a series on, I don't like it, I need to finish it anyway, regardless of whether it's shite or not.
Yeah.
because I just need to tick it off. It's been and gone.
And I'll tell you one thing that I've been doing at night time, guys. Me and Zoe got gifted
We did.
the Current Body LED red light mask. Guys,
If that's not saying you've made it in life, I don't fucking know what
we've
is.
fucking made it. Honestly,
You know
I
what I
think
mean?
I think on the bonus we need to wear it. We'll have our 10-minute shot each.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. Because if anyone doesn't know what it is, it's basically an LED mask. You look like an absolute robot in it.
It's quite terrifying to look at, I would say.
Hideous. Rich is like, what the hell? And honestly, I really want to get a silk bonnet as well for my hair, so I'm just going to look tragic going to bed soon. So a silk bonnet, LED mask, and some piggy pajamas.
Yep, absolutely. That's
Anyway,
perfect.
so you just need like a 10 minutes of it in the morning or night, and it basically helps reduce redness, fine lines, and produces more collagen.
What keeps you young?
Keeps us young. And I have to say, well, I say that, I've actually broke out in so many lumps and bumps on my forehead. Like, Zoe was looking at me on the train yesterday, like, what has happened?
It's very peculiar.
And it's all in one area. Basically, we went to Leicester at the weekend and my mum sprayed some pillar spray.
We're obviously going to blame Polly.
We're going to blame Polly. And she sprayed it in my face. And it's the only thing I can think is what it is because I sleep on that side. It's very, very strange to have it on my forehead. But anyway, aside from that, I've been having quite good skin recently.
And you think that's part to play in that?
Well, I think we should talk about this in the bonus because there's a lot of, this is the point, there's a lot of things that I've been buying recently. I feel like my makeup bag is my favourite makeup bag I've ever had to date at the moment.
Wow, that's a large
My skincare
statement.
routine is, I feel like I've nailed it.
Right.
I've had a couple of new treatments.
Jess has a different face. Jessie's face has changed for the better, shall I say?
Yep.
No offence to old Jessie's face.
No.
But you need to talk about what that is.
We will do, because I went actually for my nails the other day and they were looking at me funny and they were like,
Something's
"Have you had
changed.
your Botox done?" And I was like, nope. And she was like, "You look so different." And I was like, and when I was in Manchester with Heather and Rebecca just there, I was looking in the mirror, I was like, I look so different. I can't put my finger on it.
You look young. You look significantly younger.
I do. But we can't tell you why.
No, we can, but just not right now.
No, we can't tell you right now. We'll tell you in the bonus. I'll tell the Patreon piggies. Definitely. So, yeah,
Oh, well.
I look significantly younger.
You do less harsh, shall we say?
And Holly said it as well, didn't she? Holly said to me,
Everyone who's seen you since
they've said, you look...
has noticed it.
I love that for me.
I love it for you as well.
And if anyone's listened to the podcast, you may know why that is. Something that I've moaned about before.
You have said you were going to get it done. Anyway, we're being those annoying people. Let's move on.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about where we just were and then the traumatic journey home.
Oh, fucking hell, PTSD already. Go on then.
Well, you will have seen on our page already that why do you always need to play with the wires of the microphones?
No, I'm sorry. I was actually just trying to move my piggy slipper around there so I wasn't bashing that bar cart thing. Continue.
So Jess took me home to Leicestershire.
Leicestershire.
Leicestershire. No, actually, it's a great time. And I met your dad, your stepmom.
Yep.
I'd already met your sister. Had a few sexies with them. We catch up. A wee kind of like tell me about yourself sort of experience.
What are your thoughts on Dad?
I had a great time. I would quite like to go on holiday with them with you, I think, because I just think they seem, quite party, get the drinks flowing.
Yeah.
A good vibe.
They were showing you all the bar and...
The house is amazing.
Yeah, they have got a lovely house, actually.
Really nice house, like all glass back, really nice. So I was quite impressed with that.
Because, by the way, can we just say, Zoe said that she wanted to come to Leicester because she wanted to get to know me better. She felt like she knows everything about me, except, I think it's really weird that I've not met your dad.
I think it's when you realise you know a lot about someone, but it's nothing that's really that important. Like, see, for example, if you died, right? Not to bring the mood down.
And you went to my funeral, you wouldn't know who...
Yeah, but like, I imagine you died... I don't even want to say these things, right? But you know what I mean? You're getting where I'm coming from. And I was going to your funeral, like, I'd be looking going, is that our dad? That's weird. That's a very peculiar position to be in, our friendship.
Do you think we look like each other or not?
Not really, because you're just so like your mum.
Yeah.
But I can... A slight resemblance. Anyway, I had a great time there, and then we were moving on to your mum's house. She's got a new house. Obviously, I'd met your mum before. And...
She rolled out the red carpet for our Zozos.
Oh, she absolutely did.
Not only was she not making one meal for you, she made 10. She made
tapas.
tapas.
And it was perfect in every way.
Yeah.
And I just love that sort of food, like all different wee bits and bobs. Wine. I mean, we'd already had 2 bottles of Prosecco between us at your dad's.
We were a little bit pissed when we got there.
We had wine, loads of food, dessert.
Yeah, tiramisu.
And eating mess.
Yeah, eating mess.
What do you call it? So that was perfect. Met your sister, stepsister and stepbrother there.
Yeah, she got me a little present. Can you guys see that there?
If you're watching the video, it is on display.
It is my beautiful sons, Owen and Wilson, and Zoe's nephews in a kilt, and she drew that for me. She's a little artiste, is our Ella Sheehan. So yeah, so that's now in our little display. Bless her little heart. Yeah, you got on well with her. She's so cute.
So we had an amazing dinner, and then we all just snuggled up and watched Love Island, didn't we? Love Island All Stars. Mm-hmm. Then I had a bath.
So you did. My mum ran you a bath.
Fucking unreal. Because I know I've mentioned I don't have a bath before, and it's actually such a sad life. Like, it's miserable life.
Sad little life, Jane.
Got a sad little life, yeah. So I had a bubble bath, which I just had an absolute great time in there. Although everything was a bit dampened by the fact I had allergic reaction to, I think, maybe the cat at your dad's.
Yeah.
And one of my eyes was actually shut.
Had pink eye.
And it was like, yeah, Jess farted in it. I should have just said that instead, to be honest, you know. But it was like kind of stuck. Like, it was kind of giving conjunctivitis.
Talking of farting, your gut issue still hasn't stopped. And can we just say that I told her...
Why are we back at this?
Well, I'm sorry, but I've been telling her that she should buy these probiotics, and she did, and she's not. Still just as bad.
No,
Have you taken your probiotics?
I do take them sometimes.
Sometimes it's not good enough.
If you are able to remember to take the same thing every day for your whole life, you've not got enough going on in your life.
That's a load of bollocks. So you'd prefer to have a shitty arsehole for the rest of your life and try and change it?
But be living my life to the max, absolutely. Like, I know who I'd rather be. Anyway, yeah, I had an allergic reaction, and my eye was so puffy and like
she had one
gunky, and I didn't really want to look at anyone and speak to them because I looked weird.
You didn't?
I actually looked very bizarre, deranged.
How bizarre?
How bizarre, how very bizarre. So then I was in the bath, like, one eye shut, but it was fine. And then I woke up and I thought all was well, but it was still like that, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. So it was a shame.
Like, see if I touched, like, what was that eye? But see if I touched under it, oh, it was like, kind of like a water balloon, I feel. Like, it was all puffy and all that. Anyway, that died down. So the photo in the dump that I'm in the back of the car doing my excited
if you zoom
face,
in, you can see.
I do look a bit strange in that because my eye was puffy and gunky and disgusting and itchy as hell. Anyways, moving on. We then drove to Soho Farmhouse, bougie bitches, for a friend Holly's birthday, and that was just lovely, wasn't it?
It was a gorgeous time, actually. Yeah. We went to Soho Farmhouse. So we got to see the piggies.
Oh, I did.
We stayed in a little cabin. We had spa treatments. You had the face gym facial.
Face gym facial, can't recommend it more.
I had my pig trotters done. I had a nice pedicure, and she gave me like a head massage at the same time. It's really gorgeous. Anyway, we were then meant to get my friend Mel to drive us to Rugby train station, which is basically in between. It's like Oxford way, the farmhouse, in between Leicester. So we could go to Rugby, direct train to Motherwell. It should have been a seamless, stress-free experience.
Seamless.
But obviously it's us. Well,
doesn't go to plan.
I'm just...
Well, I don't know, because you are the type of person, if you're on a plane with me, I know I'll not die on that plane. Like, there's a couple of people in life that you just know if you're with them,
yeah,
there's no risk of death. There's no risk of severe trauma.
And you think that's me?
And I do think you are one of those people.
Wow.
Like, I just don't think you would die young. I just don't.
Do you not?
No, I just don't.
I like that.
But... And that, I mean, it wasn't life or death, this situation, let's be honest here, but it wasn't ideal.
No. So, we're sitting on this train to Rugby. Bear in mind, it wasn't direct, this one, sorry. We had to change at crew.
We had to change at crew.
So we're sitting on the train, I'm like, fuck's sake, Zoe, the train's delayed 5 minutes. What's the changing time at crew? She went, 12 minutes. Obviously 12 minutes went by, we still hadn't moved. I'm like, okay, right, what do we do here? Do we either get off and go and stay at my mum's, or we go and see if we can get another train somewhere to like Manchester?
Closer to home, at least.
Then they announced this train is cancelled. So I'm like, fuck off. And it was also the last train that we could get because we wanted to spend as much time with my friends as possible.
Which, in reflection, was quite a silly
mistake
thing to do.
Anyway, we get off, we go to the customer service. He goes, right, what you need to do is you need to go and get a train to Crewe, blah, 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 speak to the team there. They'll then get you from Crewe to Preston and then from Preston to up north. And we were like, okay, we've checked all the trains, but there's no possible way to do that by train. He was like, we'll get you there by road. I was like...
I was thinking, what, on a fucking camel's back?
What's going on here then? He's like, I'm thinking coach. So we take it into our own hands and we're like, right, actually let's get this train to Manchester. We get to Manchester. The team were lovely, weren't they?
Love the
We got
team.
off at Piccadilly. They were like, yep, no worries. They were all Avanti West Coast.
Not a
That's
problem.
fine. Now go and get a train to Preston. So we got another train to Preston. Got to Preston. He was
Can't
like,
help you.
nope, not our problem. The train that was cancelled was another blah, blah, blah. And we're like, fantastic. And if you went on the train to Crewe, they put a bus on for you. Anyway, it was a load of absolute nonsense. It never happened. We were so close to just giving up. And I thought, no, I had a little bit of smoke coming out. And I was like, no, we are 2 females. I am not being stranded in Preston at midnight. This can't happen. I need to get to Scotland because we needed to record for the Pod Piggies today.
Big day today.
By the way, this was all last night, guys. And anyway, we were just about to go and book a hotel in Preston and then get the morning train. Anyway, thank God he came back after huffing and puffing. And he was like, what's your postcodes? I was like, really? And I thought I had to try to be nice. I was like, oh, thank you so much. And he was like, yes, that's fine. You know, this is like a £300 cab that we're paying for, blah, 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 but we'll let it slip this time. Got in a black cab. We thought it was going to be like a nice little car.
I thought we were getting like chauffeured about.
It was a gigantic black cab with zero heating.
Zero heating. It was Baltic
the whole time. We were shivering for 3.5 hours. Like actually shivering, weren't we?
Yeah, it was freezing.
We connected to Hotspot. We watched Love Island All Stars, which we can talk about another time because Jesus Christ, what a roller coaster that is.
And then you were like, I'm going to try and get to sleep. And there was I didn't really want to put this into the universe, right? But I was thinking, not a single soul in this world can track our journey right now. Like, you know, if you get like an Uber or you've booked it through an app or some shit,
Yeah.
it's like someone knows what driver you're with, where you're going, what stage in the journey you are.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe he's got a wee system, but it was nothing to do with like us, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, I don't know if I want to go to sleep if you're sleeping, because I was kind of looking at the signs as we go by to make sure we were on the right track to get home. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then I was also thinking, well, I can't sleep because I'm actually ice cold.
Yeah, it was freezing.
And I couldn't think about anything else but the fact that I couldn't feel my feet anymore. And I was getting that like achy ankle way, you know, when you're freezing. And
I was getting pins and needles non-stop.
Yeah, it was achy, and I was
So but then we got to Motherwell. He decided to drop us off at Motherwell station at, can we bear in mind this was 2:30 in the morning?
Yep, 2:30 a.m.
This morning. So I looked at him, I was like, why are you dropping us off at a train station? Where the fuck are we going to go? Like, there's no trains.
What, so you're just going to drop us and then we need to try and get
and
another
he was
taxi?
like, well, this is where I need to drop you. I was like, oh my God. Anyway, you were like, I live 2 minutes away from the station. She dropped you off. Drop Zoe off. He's like, tenner. So I was like, I'm not paying you a tenner to drop me off. So he goes, why are you not getting out of the car? I went, well, I don't live here. So I need you to drop me off at my house.
Where
We
was the
agreed.
logic from this person?
We got to mine, he went, 25 quid. I was like, you fucking taking the piss.
That was
I
just-
paid £300.
Aye, he was getting a wee
Anyway.
extra something for that.
Listen, planes, trains and automobiles was going to get us here today.
Absolutely.
So this is what we had to make it happen. And we have unveiled the most wonderful studio space you've ever seen in your whole entire life. We've been working hard with the team to design it, and it's just everything our dreams ever designed.
This is what dreams are made of.
I just want to, like, we were sitting here for like 10 minutes earlier. I was pretty much like gasping the whole time, couldn't believe my eyes. And everywhere we looked, there was something new and like gorgeous little details. I'm still obsessed, fully.
I personally think the pig behind me is the best thing.
I just think the whole thing is amazing. One funny thing to finish on, right, guys, and I've absolutely made it in life. So I was on the way down to the train in Leicester, and my old neighbour messages me.
Oh, fucking hell, I know what you're going to say.
Guys, I've made it. An old neighbour messaged me and she went, a screenshot, and it was me on a dating profile, right? They didn't even bother to change my name. It was Jess, 33. They outed me. Great selfie as me as well. And I was like, okay, what's this? And she went, this is my niece, lesbian dating app. I thought, fucking buzzing, I've made it. I've made it on the lesbian dating app. The girl is getting off on me. I couldn't be happier.
I think that's more of a compliment than guys,
100%.
absolutely.
So yeah, I'm thriving, sisters. I'm absolutely buzzing. Sadly, it's not me on there, but it's believable. somebody listens to the podcast and has catfished me, but it said that they were in Colville. Stinker that, but that's near Leicester. It's not the best, but I'm not from Colville. I'm in Scotland, but yeah, Jess 33 on this lesbian dating app is thriving.
I wish you could get some like background information on how many people are interested in you.
Well, at the top, it had like 128 heart things. So I don't know if that means like the person that it was had that many hearts to give. Maybe it's like Tinder or something. I don't know how it works now.
I'm not sure. I've never been on that.
But they chose an excellent selfie. I'm so keen to know what they wrote in the bio about me. Like what I'm
Do you know what I just think though? Who's behind that? Like who's thought? Well, it's obviously someone that knows you, or else they wouldn't choose you.
Yeah,
because they wouldn't know you existed. Do you know
I've been fully catfished, but in the sense that they're still using my true age and name. No, they're not even scared at all, are they? Perfect.
No fucks given.
No fucks given.
None. And do you know what happened to me whilst we're talking about like funny stories?
Yep.
I don't know if it's funny or embarrassing or what this is, right? Anyway, I'm in Nottingham a few weeks ago for my cousin's baby shower. He's having a baby. So me and mum go down, and then my other cousin Talia was like, why don't we go out after it for dinner and some drinks? Because we don't see each other that often really, so we thought we'll get away from like the adults and that. I know we're adults, but you know what I mean. And we'll have a night out in Nottingham. Because actually they live like half an hour out of Nottingham. So we go to hers, have some cocktails, perfect, get spruced up, get a taxi into Nottingham. We're having a bottle of Prosecco in the back. Not a bother. The taxi driver sings to us as well. Bizarre. And then we go here for a couple of drinks, perfect cocktails, loving life. And then we thought we'll go to this place for food. They gave us a wee buzzer thing because we had to wait like 40 minutes on a table, but you can go like so far, so we could go to another bar.
Yeah.
Did that, a drink in there, a wee dance about. And honestly, I'd go as far as saying I was sober, right? I mean, obviously, someone else could have thought different, but we soon find out. However, I felt fine. I'm not a stumbly, slutty.
You're not really a messy
type,
drunk, are you?
No. Like, I could say I was sober and you'd believe me and I'd be absolutely pissed inside. But anyway, we go to this restaurant, sit down. We'd already looked at the menu a bit. Like, we knew that we were just getting, like, bits and bobs. Talia goes there all the time, so, like, she knows what they do. Asked what cocktail they recommended, blah, blah, blah. So they bring the cocktail over, and as they put it down, the guy says, just to let you know, this will be your first and your last alcoholic beverage. And we looked at each other like, and you know, you just, like, nothing comes to say, you're not prepared to speak because you're shocked. And then he was like, cause as like a team, we just make these calls and we think you're inebriated.
What a word, honestly.
Number one, so we just looked at him like, and then he walked away, right? So number one, we looked at each other and I was like, what the fuck does that mean? Like, that's a very serious word. Then obviously we work out that it obviously means you're too drunk. And number two, I was like, what a load of shite, because like, honestly, genuinely, we were not. And see inebriated, that means like that's the person on the side of the curb that needs an ambulance
Like
to get
paralytic.
home. Yeah, like that's never me. I'm not that person. Because I can handle my drink.
Goodness.
And we weren't at all, like, we weren't being rowdy.
Who are they? What's it called?
Bar Iberico or something like that it's called. It's kind of like a tapas place. That I would call it down in Nottingham Strip. Not sure if that's...
The Lace Market.
I have no idea, but it felt like a strip to me. It was quite a nice, busy, lively area. Anyway, but we were sitting in like a corner of the restaurant, people around us, like no one was looking at us. Like, I know for a fact we were absolutely fine. Because I just do. They obviously thought different. My cousin asked if the guy at the bar was Pete Wicks, and she's convinced that's what threw them off. And I'm like,
I saw him actually at the weekend.
Yeah, you did
Nicks,
actually.
yeah.
And I just thought, I don't think that's the reason. Anyway, so we asked for the guy. Well, I said, I'm not eating in here. You don't call me inebriated when I'm quite clearly not. I'm not eating here. No way. So, no way. So,
No way.
we get a waitress over and I was like, excuse me, can we cancel our food order? Like, we don't want to eat here anymore. And she was just about like, yeah. All the staff were obviously talking about us. Because everyone looked like, see when they were walking by, you could almost tell they were like, not wanting to catch your eye and come over. So anyway, cancelled the order, and Talia was like, can you also get the guy back over who told us we were inebriated, please? So he comes over and she's like, obviously I sat there fucking not saying anything. And she was like, I actually think this is ridiculous. We're absolutely fine. And if we were that bad, why did you serve us a cocktail in the first place? Like, you wouldn't have let us in if we were inebriated. like my cousin's all the way from Scotland, and like I brought her here because I love it here, like, you know, milking it. And he was like, yeah, you actually seem all right. She was like, what, from 10 minutes ago? Like, what's the difference? We just need to make a call as a team though.
Fucking madness.
And we were just back and forth with him, and he was like, no, we just need to make a call as a team, and once we've said it, like, there's no going back in it. She was just like, well, I won't be back. Can you fucking believe that?
We're like, ooh.
I know. We walked out with like our tail between our legs. Like, but see, when I get back to the hotel, I told my mum, obviously, because I was like, you never guess what just happened to us, because it was only like 11:30, so she was shocked we were back. And she was absolutely pissing herself, because she was like, if you were, obviously I didn't really,
how do you say it?
Inebriated. I didn't really understand the extent of the word until my mum was like, literally dead on the floor laughing at me. She was like, if you were inebriated, you would not be standing there telling me this story.
And it like at 11:30, wasn't it, or something?
Yeah, I know. But then obviously we went to bed and we woke up in the morning. She was like, you must be so hungover because you were inebriated last night. And I was like, this is just going to become a thing. But I thought that was actually quite shocking behaviour from that place.
Fuck 'em. You won't be back. I won't be back.
Do you know what I wished we'd access to though? Like the cameras on the street, or like the cameras of the restaurant.
Just
because I do think, like, I'm almost certain we were absolutely right, but I'm like, is it a Wolf of Wall Street situation?
Yeah, well, you
like,
you actually just see what you really look like.
Is it what, like, I'm almost sure, but then there's a 1% that I could be
like,
wrong.
Sure.
And I think, would they've said it over nothing? But I can't help but think it was just because we were quite lively and we're like, well, if this, you know, like, just quite fast at ordering and just maybe a bit much, a bit intimidating for, like, the child that was serving us, clearly.
Well, you won't be back though, no, Zozo. So
I won't be back. Anyway, I just had to note that down and remember to tell you guys, because I thought that was quite insulting, to say the least.
I hope we can get inebriated on this podcast one time in this season, because we've got a gorgeous bar cart in front of us with lots of booze on it.
We do.
Okay, here we go.
You wouldn't even be able to speak, that's the thing.
And speaking, just before we finish up this gorgeous episode, update on fertility.
Oh, fucking hell.
Still going on. I tried to email them the other day saying, hi, it's me again, the one that can't prick her own finger. Can I please order a nurse? I'm on day 3 of my period. And they were like, you need to give us 5 days notice. So it's happening next month. I've paid for the extra nurse appointment.
Yeah.
My next cycle is December. So we're going to read out the results live on the poddy waddy waddy wad. I'm
going to need something good to come of this, because it's been a really long-winded process.
It's been a long-winded. Yep. And I've got a very important doctor's appointment tomorrow that I need to tell you all about next week, and we'll let you know on that one and the results on that.
Women's health.
Women's health.
It's an important thing.
Very important.
I also had, just keeping this going here, I also got a letter through for another smear test, right? And I'm only 27, youthful, as you all know. And, right, let me just get this correct information here. And I was in the cut-off that I didn't get my first one until I was 25 years of age.
Right.
Right? And then it's meant to be every 5 years, I believe.
I couldn't tell you.
It's either every 3 years or every 5, unsure. But then it was literally a year and a half later, and a letter went to my mum's old house. And one day, like, we got all the mail from there. And it was from July last year. But I didn't see it until, like, November, say.
Yeah. To
go for another one. So I had another one in December. I mean, I'm not complaining.
You shouldn't complain, no.
Not complaining, but I did think, is anyone get any information on that?
What was that episode where they swabbed you, but they didn't get it right?
My first smear test, they swabbed. Obviously, the swab was going deep into your vaginal passage, and it's quite an uncomfortable experience. I wouldn't actually say physically, I just mean like you've got your legs open in front of a stranger.
Yeah, and they're scraping your vaginal wall.
Yep. And
it's what it is.
This is also our first time with our new producers. They're going to be like, what the actual fucking fuck?
No, I
think they've heard it all by now. Anyway, and she put the say it's a cotton bud, because it's kind of like that, into the formula that they need to send away, and she knocked it over. So she had to do it all again, and that was my first experience.
I just cannot with that.
Of someone putting something out of my vagina. So anyway,
let's end that there then. Before we ramble on any further.
About vaginas?
Yes.
I could talk about it all day, to be honest.
Same.
Anyway, we hope you enjoyed our first episode back. And please make sure that you follow us on Instagram at do all the important bits.
You like and subscribe on YouTube. I think that's how it works. That's a new one, that. Give us 5-star rating on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, wherever you listen or stream your wonderful episode of us. And please, pretty please, we'd love you to listen to the bonus episode and be one of our Patreon piggies. We promise it'll be worth your £3.
And I don't know if it's possible, but I think we will get a bit more personal on that platform.
It will feel more like a safe space. This feels like a safe space anyway. But I don't know, it just feel like a bit more...
It's actually just quite like a social platform. Like,
Yeah.
we can post like posts.
Yeah.
So like we'll just be a bit more active on there as well to give like our kind of community a bit more
Definitely.
updates of our life and whatever things.
And I
we
just
don't
feel like
cover.
we've got so much we want to talk about and so little time. And there's so many, like I said to you, like things that I've tried, treatments, makeup bags, things that we've bought, because you guys love all that, recommendations.
Yeah.
And it's been a long time, so we've got a lot to catch up on, bits and bobs, things that have happened since we've gone that we want to tell you. But obviously, we'll obviously still be sharing everything on the main episode as well. That's still going to be absolutely perfect, but just extra juicy bits.
Absolutely right. Well, I've been staring at your face for too long, so let's fuck off.
Okay, let's fuck off. See you later, guys.
Bye.